It's okay. I did it too.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was like, by green. And then DR just started laughing. And I looked at the screen and I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, this one.
But won't it make a difference if it's different color greens?
Not really. Exactly. It's gonna catch it.
Then you look like you just ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now we're on. We're live.
I remember I had a shirt that had green in it. And it was like kind of splotchy. No, it was
so it's behind me.
Like,
okay.
Mm-hmm. I was like,
oh, so it's happening.
Had, like, this
okay. Hi, people. We are on. Go figure. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the season finale. Yeah. Of Spilling the Tea. I am Chris, one of your co-hosts, and with me is always my boo, Denise.
Hey, everybody.
So today is really a recap of the first 11 episodes. Kind of towards the end, we'll be looking at season 2 and what that looks like going forward. We got a lot of cool changes and things happening, so we'll get to that. But we kind of gonna jump in. I don't know if you caught our pregame conversation, but I kind of wanted to keep talking about that for a minute because but it was a lot of components. Like we talked about a few things.
Mm-hmm.
I started off really wanting to talk about oddly. So okay, I'm gonna connect it to our very first episode. Our very first episode was quarantine with Bae
stinking ass.
And so we was in a good period of COVID, and a lot of relationships were like on the brinks of death. Because you was trapped with somebody you probably didn't want to be trapped with.
And you learn new things about them and then start getting on your nerves and you're like, really?
Yeah.
This what we doing?
This what we doing. We here and I can't go nowhere and I can't get out because we quarantine. So that was a really cool episode, but it brought us to thinking about our pregame conversation about, let's say you and Bae quarantine over, you and Bae break up. Why is he still bothering you? Why is he still angry? Why is he still talking to you? He don't want you.
People.
Hurt people. So weird to me. Like if you don't want me no more, like if I am nothing to you, I have no meaning. Why are you talking to me?
Because I want to control you. This is all about control.
That is just really weird. Like on so many levels to me. Like you had the control in the relationship.
Yeah, and it's a scenario that I tell people all the time. Like if you're in the shower and you have a bar of soap and the bar is wet and you trying your best to keep it in your hand, that wet bar gonna keep popping up, right?
Right.
Because you trying your hardest to control it, but it's just keep popping up.
Right.
That same wet bar of soap, if you lay your hand flat, that wet bar of soap gonna stay right there.
It's stuck.
But because people are trying to force the control, they don't understand why you won't stay still. I won't stay still because your punk ass won't stay still.
And it's so simple in my head.
It is.
Like in my mind, everything could have been great. You said no. Now here we are, but now I'm still the bad guy. You wanted out. Anyway,
I didn't want out. I just wanted to control you. I want you to do what I want you to do, and you won't do it.
I would have did what you wanted us to do when we were together. Then you dumped me because you got tired of being quarantined with me. And so you like, oh, I don't like nothing she doing during the quarantine. I'm out. And now here we are, and it's the extra. It's really weird. I don't get people. Sometimes that's why I probably become a hermit a lot and like hide in my house because I'd be like, I don't get it. And it's dumb. So that was episode 1.
Ooh, what was episode 2?
Was we in women's sexuality?
No.
Yeah. Oh, we did. Are You a Molly?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So the next one had looked at friendship and we ended up doing a 2-part here because we looked at, are you a friend who can't be good and supportive to another friend? Like, can you only thrive if they are kind of beneath you?
Right.
And it's funny because I wrote a blog. I don't know when my publicist is gonna release it, but I kind of wrote about my friends.
Okay.
Y'all, I wrote about my friends. I wrote about my circle of excellence, and kind of how I can't imagine my friends not wanting me to be great, and that greatness that they require of me is kind of, before we started, we was kind of talking about the pyramid susu thing. Like, there is nobody at the bottom. Everybody gets a payout here. Like, from the moment you walk in, there's a payout, because the circle is requiring the same things at the same time.
Right.
And it's really weird to me when I hear people have Molly's. Maybe at this point in my life, it's hard for me to accept that there's a Molly. I feel bad for Molly, because Molly should want to shine, and there should be people around her shining.
Right.
We also learned in our podcast. Was that the one we learned I messed up?
That, I think part 2 is where we learned that you messed up.
Okay, because you was against Molly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We can't, just because I'm glowing, that doesn't mean that you have to turn off my light so that you can glow more. No, if I'm glowing and I stand next to you and you glowing, we beaming brightly.
I agree.
Let's
and
glow
I just
together.
feel bad for Molly. It's not cool what she's doing, but I feel bad for her.
Yeah. Because it's an insecurity thing.
It is. Hence the show, Insecure.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys, if you knew, Insecure, we talking about Molly from Insecure, and how it was season 4 this season.
Yes.
Yeah, we're in season 4. How Molly showed her ass. Like, I don't even know how else to say it. Molly seemed jealous and insecure, and really bitter and unsupportive, and
even kind of like she wanted to see her friend fail.
Yeah. Molly wasn't a big support. I'm gonna pull up some more episodes. We then had so we learned in episode 3 that I messed up. So let's kind of recap me messing up a little bit. So I had a friendship. I left it with no questions asked, and I don't leave friendships. But I
prematurely, people. Look prematurely.
I definitely left the friendship. I felt like, because this was on betrayal.
Yeah.
Moved into betrayal. I have felt like she was not there for me when I really, really needed her to be. And I feel I totally stressed how important it was for her to be at something. And she kind of told me something else was more important to me. And that something else made absolutely no sense to me. And it was like a continuation to me of a long time of multiple, like, her not being there for me. And it was time, in my opinion, for me to, in that moment, accept it and go, you know what? Last time, like, I'm going to let you not be there for me. And so I'm just going to gracefully disappear. That was kind of what I thought made sense. I learned in this episode that I should have at least had the conversation. And
not at the end. Had the conversation. If you felt like she wasn't present 12 times, you should have had the conversation at number 4.
Right. And so I had created an atmosphere of her not knowing how to be a friend that I needed her to be.
Right.
And that created, oddly, we can tie it in to last week's love language.
Yes. Yep.
I think they go together. Like, I didn't help her understand what my language was and how to feed that language.
Right.
And hence, what she thought she was doing.
Right. Wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough. And so, and it's funny. So I had a chance to see this woman.
I forgot too. I was gonna come crash.
Yeah, I don't know how you ended up not coming. So one of the friends in my circle is still really close with her, and so she was like, so and so is coming. Can you please come talk to her? And I'm thinking, well, dag, y'all, I kind of said to a whole lot of people that I should have had the conversation. So I guess it's time for me like to have this like conversation closure
Big
or
girls.
not. So like, let me go talk. So I go over there and I learned a lot from her. I learned directly was about a love language. What she deemed was her being my friend. I literally come like, I don't care. And then even the other friend was like, she don't care about that stuff. Like, she's gonna miss that because that has no meaning to her. Yeah. And so she thought like I just abandoned her and ended the friendship for no reason. And she didn't see until I pointed out all of the things. She was like, well, when did those things, like, I didn't know those things were important to you. And I'm like, well, what made you think those things were important? Like, I've never, so a miscommunication about.
And it sounds like she was loving on you how she needed to be loved.
Right. And for sure, because the very examples that she gave were things I know she would want me to do.
Got it.
Like, and so she did her love language on me, not knowing my love language.
Right.
And it was like a total mismatch.
So are we friends now?
We are not friends, but like if I see her, we cool.
Okay. Baby steps. I'll take it.
Yeah, like, I mean, I always said I didn't think we were ever really, really friends. Like, again, I have the friend who's in my circle, and she to me was always an extension of that.
Got it.
And so she kind of came in by way of, and so I can't say I ever fully really connected. Hence, probably why she didn't know my love language. Because I think there was always, and I kept saying to her when we were together, I'm like, it's time for us to like, let's be honest, let's be raw, let's just put it on the table. Like let's be real about what it is and what it wasn't, so we can have a good space, whatever that space is going forward. Okay. She was a little more intoxicated than I was, so
it didn't go well. That don't sound good.
It wasn't.
That don't sound good.
It was interesting. Like at first, she was extremely aggressive and like really angry, and then she went to crying, and then she stormed out. Then she came back. And I think she was finally like sobered a little bit more. And then I think at that point, because I'm just sitting there like, what's happening? You know, when you're not like at the same level of like drunk or high as the other person, you kind of just sitting there looking real dumb. I was sitting there like, and she was like, you don't even care? You're not taking this serious? And I'm thinking, I am. I'm just calm because I'm not drunk. So I don't know what you want me to say. Like I'm here, I'm present, but you every time she would say something, she would sip, and I'm thinking it's probably not a good idea. But for sure, it was a big component to love languages, and that idea of friendship was very present for me. So that was another one of our, I think that was betrayal.
Yeah, betrayal, of language, and Are You a Molly, all wrapped up in one.
All wrapped up in one. How about when the person does know you in your love language and still betrays you?
That's an automatic cutoff. Yoli. That's violation. Flag on the play. So, technical foul with an ejection.
Me being me, because we talked about this. Yeah,
we're different.
I am the forgiver because I often think people are, it's not, I don't take it personal sometimes I think people do things that is directly about them and not about me, and if I can see something is happening for them, I happen to be a byproduct. I was like I was in the way I was just in the way. I can be more understanding.
I'm gonna move out the way, all the way out the way.
Yeah, I'm working on doing that a little more. I suck at it. I want to, I assume people are good.
Oh, they are.
And they want to be better, and it's just something in the way of that.
Yeah, and if I'm a trigger for you, I'm going to remove this trigger. I want you to be great. And sometimes being great means that you have to be without me. I'm cool with that. Yeah. Especially if you if you betray me, the Capricorn in me ain't too keen to being betrayed. So once you betray me, I have no problems with putting you down where you stand.
See, the Pisces in me, who's like emotes and is sensitive and too empathic, I think. It's like, I get it, I understand, this is what happened for you, this is where you were, your childhood, and then I'm there for that part, come in, childhood and this, and then in this whole package, I get it. And once I say I get it, if I can get it, then I am more inclined to work to move us forward than I am to not. But I am working on trying to recognize
put you first.
Put me first.
Okay. Yeah. She said it, y'all. She said it. Yay.
Yeah, that's a hot
Hercules.
Anyway, so another episode we did was women's sexuality.
Yeah, we did. Did we do two episodes of that?
Did we?
Yes, because that's when we had Miss
we have Frosted Pleasure on
yes,
with us.
Yes, I was gonna say Frosted Flakes, and I knew that wasn't it.
No,
I had the Frosted.
Yeah. Yes, we had the beautiful Davia with us.
Yes.
Oh, she
hey
was
girl,
awesome.
Hey girl, if you watch
we did do 2 episodes with her. Really trying to embrace orgasm, because one part was about like, how do you as a woman kind of embrace you and kind of all that belongs to you. But then we also kind of looked at just what it means to women's sexuality as a woman beyond sex, in terms of power, in terms of how she vibrates, the frequency in which she is moving in, emotionally, spiritually, kind of financially, like how does that woman like find her place? It's funny listening to our producer Dion earlier. He kind of talked about how women are taking away man, or
our power is basically reducing their power. Because now we're basically, because of our glow up, they don't know where they fit within our glow up.
I don't understand. So again, so if I'm assuming, I'm gonna go back to my original theory of assuming best intentions. At what point do I assume if I'm being my best, you also are trying to be your best?
Exactly.
Right. So if you see, and in my mind, as a woman, if I am moving forward and you my mate, ain't no way I'm not pushing you forward too. Like, we gonna all be great up in here. Right. Like, where's your niche? Where's your thing? How about this thing? How about that thing? How about we blend these things? Like, we in this thing doing some things.
My hustle should never out hustle yours.
Yeah. And again, like, you know, it's interesting because I run a business, and it's good. I'm proud of me. I'm really,
as you should be.
I'm really proud of like the things I think that we have done, and then the places that we're going. And not only do I, and the women with me, I want to see them be great. In my mind, my mate should not only want my greatness, like, should be my biggest fan. You should know more about my business than I should. Probably you so invested in my mind, because everything in my head that I'm doing is for us.
Right.
As much as I'm proud of myself, I want this for myself. Like, I earned it. Like, it's certain things I want my mark to exist in. There is a part that belongs to me, but there is directly a part that is for us.
Right.
So whether we can travel and be gone for 5 weeks and be like, we gone. We just
and
gone.
I simply just want you to be proud to brag about me.
To that part.
I want you to be able to sit back and relax and like, look at my baby.
Yes.
Go.
So even if you, and this is where I think it gets weird, because you can have a man who works 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and maybe he has a fixed income per se. It can be a good income, but it's a straight.
Yeah, his check is always the same.
His check is the same. even if as a woman, if I'm making more, we good.
Mm-hmm.
We good. Like, we still doing things. So how somehow me being great
reduces
you
makes no
because
sense.
if I said, baby, can we go here for 5 weeks, and you said no,
for why?
the thing is, we ain't going. You
I'm
still
questioning
lead.
for why.
Maybe you got these responsibilities, or you got your leadership should still be about looking at the responsibilities. What are we doing about A, B, C, and D?
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna watch the dogs?
Mm-hmm.
Who gonna all of these things? It still
Mm-hmm.
is a order
Yeah.
to things. So it don't matter if I got all of these dollars. I will still lend to your leadership if you saying that's not a good idea in this climate. The COVID.
Mm-hmm.
No, we can't go for 5 weeks or wherever you're talking about going, because I ain't wearing a mask for 5 weeks on the water. Oh, okay, baby. Like, there is still, like, so I'm kind of confused when we say a woman's power is reducing man. Where?
Right. And I'm stuck at the point of, if I'm growing and I'm elevating, how come you aren't going with me? If anything, it should be from the top down. So you're this hand, and I'm this hand, so we should both be moving up together. But according to our producer, he's just sitting there waiting, twiddling his thumbs.
Right. Yeah, it's so weird.
He gonna come in here in a second.
He might come out here. Who knows? That's okay. But yeah, so and also we looked at directly about sex and a woman's power in her areas, in her lady parts,
in her vagina.
Yep. And this idea that I think, and I watch, women do not embrace it. I literally had a woman. Oh, he just walked in, y'all, and looked at us. I literally had a woman, literally 3 days ago, 4 days ago, she hopped in my inbox to talk to me about confidence and feeling and having a lot of urges and ways that she feels sexy that she does not show her husband, and that she doesn't know how to show her husband. And there is a disconnect between what she can give him. And I'm like, but I hear that literally her inbox to me was an inbox I get once a week, easily, with women going, how do I bridge, like, where I am and what I need and what's happening for me over into my mate, where I don't feel judged,
self-conscious,
or ridiculed,
and because and all it is self-conscious.
Yes.
Because you don't, he's not going to pay attention to judge you.
Yeah,
like, depending on what you have on and how you moving, he like, oh shit now. Like, so he doesn't care.
It's time.
But we can be so far in our heads that we're like, oh my god, my fat roll, he gonna see the jelly in my back, the dimples in my legs, the tiger stripes on my booty.
Sure.
Like, he loves all of that. He's already seen that shit.
For sure. And it's weird, but it is a like this weird space of even something like men have threesomes and women have trains. And so there is a language to
the double standard.
How much a woman can embrace sexuality and need and ask for things, and say, baby, it's time to turn me over, or she just gotta, hopefully it happens, and even though she been wanted, why can't you say these things? But it's kind of this weird space that a lot of women function in or vibrate in of, I can only do enough to never be as sexual as him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why? Be you. At what point are you limited in you? Like, there's still a you that has to exist, a you that needs to be one with self and comfortable. Right. And embracing you as a woman is all of the facets. It's how you emote, how you love, how you handle friendship, how you do conflict, how you what food you eat, and how you like your sex. All of these things kind of encompass you together, and to limit an aspect of yourself is, well, then you're really not in touch with you. Kind of like Molly. Molly is not one with herself.
Yeah.
And hence you can't be a good friend. You can't be a whole mate. You can't be all of these things when you are not willing to tap into all of the parts of you in a way that's honest and good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that was an interesting. I mean, we got a lot. I got a lot. I don't know if you got inboxes, but I got a lot of inboxes. I did a photo shoot recently, a nude one. Everybody can know it was nude. I'm so proud of it. It was so much fun. And I posted some of the pictures. And again, more inboxes about like, how do you be that bold? Like how can I learn to be that bold? And for me, the only answer is I have to live with me every single day. And if I don't embrace and love me, I cannot at any point ask somebody else to. Like, so part of it is just me being free and going, hey, it's just a body. Right. It's just skin. Right. It has no meaning. Like, it's what I want it to be. If I give other people all this power over what's happening and what's going on, then I lose me in it. If I just go, this was fun. I got to be naked outside.
Right, because that was the part that made me nervous. Like, ooh, you're going to get arrested.
Right.
Like, and your boobies are out in public.
Like, I might get arrested. Well, why not?
Oh, wow.
I ain't going to, I'm too scared to do certain things, but
what's left?
This could be a fun thing. This could be fun. Like, well, I'm scared to do certain things that might get me arrested. This one, they're not going to really arrest me for being naked and doing a photo shoot. Like, they're going to probably stand there and watch. At 2 different places, the security stood there and watched. Like, at the Civic Center, he came out and was like, so we see you on the camera. Don't worry, it's okay. We're admiring what we're seeing.
Absolutely.
Be great. Don't be here too long, but you good. Okay, great, thanks. They're not about to arrest me. You enjoying this. So, I mean, so it was a piece of, I more so cared about being the riskiness of it than I cared about being naked. We all got the same body.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I did my nude,
we do.
When I did my nude photo shoot, she's so silly. The cameraman was like, "How are you just so comfortable? Like, this is your first time meeting me. You don't know anything about me." And I was like, "Well, I did my research on you first. And the person that I got your information from, I trusted her. Yep. And I saw the pictures that you did with her. So since I trusted her, then I already trust me. I'm already cool with my body. I actually like my body better naked than I do with clothes on. So since I'm comfortable in my skin, it's nothing for me to just come here and let's get this photo shoot done and over with."
Yeah, for sure. I agree. And I really hope more women.
And that's the part that the women have to get to. You have to get comfortable with your naked body.
Yeah. Which includes, like, when you in the tub, like, kind of just rubbing on your legs. And, like, looking at yourself, walking around naked, you know, walking outside to grab the newspaper. Like, just quickly open it. Yeah, why not? Just quickly open the door, grab the paper. Do it. If you're comfortable being naked in the house, you got to take it the next step, whatever that next step is.
Not with the neighbors.
Oh, okay. Well, walk in the backyard a little bit. Go in the backyard.
Okay, as long as there's a privacy fence.
Yeah. Walk in the backyard. Okay. Just some level of like, again, connecting to you. Like, if I'm worried about what you're going to think of my body, then we still ain't there.
Yeah. And you have to accept the parts of you that you don't like. Like, even though I like my body better naked than I do with clothes on, there's still things about my body that I don't like. But I can't do nothing about it. I've been this same goddamn size since I was 16 fucking years old. I still got my prom dress. I still can fit the motherfucker. And prom for me was about 21, 22 somebody years ago. And I'm still the same damn size. So clearly there's some animosity here. But I can't do nothing about my weight. I can't. I done had a baby. Like, this is it. This all I got. So since I can't do anything to change my size, I'm going to work what I got.
Yeah.
This ass is fat, though.
All women should do. Yeah, okay.
This ass is fat.
Yes. Lord, that was hard and booty. It is. Yeah, I can't. I just, I do. I hope women more. I felt like I speak up a lot. We talked about earlier how I had a friendship that I let go because I just couldn't watch him hurt women anymore. And yeah, I can't be an advocate of women and watch women get hurt and then not tell y'all, like, be great in your skin and, like, love you in every ounce of you as you are. and fuck all of the standards, whatever they are. Like, let them go. And yeah, you'll find a sweet, happy, really yummy place.
Yeah.
That's really cool to be in. And then you can be as bold and as daring as you want to be.
Right. Your comfort level.
Without the judgments or the worries about what it means, or if you're trying to be sexual, if you're thirst trapping, if you're doing all of these things. You can laugh at those comments because you are somewhere else. You have moved into a different space. So that was women's sexuality. Then let's see, we also did
masculinity.
We played with the boys.
Homosexual male versus the heterosexual male.
Yeah, so that was 2 episodes.
It was enlightening.
With James Q. He does As a Man podcast, which is currently on hiatus. I think it comes back in the fall in September, possibly. I'm not sure. I don't want to speak for it, but it's a great, really good podcast. But James came on with another brother named Courtney, and both really kind of very respectfully had a good conversation about, I hate to speak for either one of them, but kind of James feeling like the black man was no longer valued, wasn't valued by the black woman. And in a lot of ways, that devaluing was happening because of the LGBTQIA community. And that in some aspects, what it meant to be a man was being redefined. I think I'm summing that up correctly.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. And Courtney had the standpoint of, no.
I got the same struggles as a black man that you do.
Right.
And I agree. I do. I think there was more similarities in them than differences for sure. But I think James struggled to see some of so I think a couple things. I don't think James struggled to see the similarities. I think what was happening for James was, here's a position of a black man and it's being attacked and come against versus just accepting it and allowing it. It's not saying it is or it isn't right or wrong, but here is the position of a black man, like validated on his own merit. You don't have to agree, but you can understand and validate it. And I think that was his point, that is often not happening.
Yeah, and I think his another point that he was trying to convey is that once a person says, I am a gay black man, then the gay part gains them sympathy that a regular black man does not get.
Right. Yeah, he has spoke about a post he made that said, are you likely to be more in trouble personally and professionally if you say something against a gay man or a black man? And overwhelmingly the post has said a gay man would receive more backlash, and to him that further aided in the position that black men are just
left out to hang, and the gay man is protected in a way that he isn't.
And I mean, as a woman, I think this kind of goes back into because while we was talking directly about the black man versus the LGBTQIA, there was a small piece where he went into that the woman also, in a way, is not protecting him,
and how we coddle the homosexual man.
Which now that they ain't here, because we really tried to listen.
It was difficult.
It was very difficult. We tried to listen and allow these two men to bring into this space what was happening for them, and they needed that dialogue for them. And so we kind of was just a holding environment for the conversation. But since they ain't here, we talk about it. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Like, as a black woman, I uphold the black man to the highest standard. Like, I don't even know what else to say. Like, the black man to me is what,
for lack of a better word, my king. Like, and I hate that. I hate that king, queen. But you guys get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
He is my king. That's who I'm even looking up as I'm saying it. He's who I'm looking up to. I uplift the black man. So for you to sit across from me and tell me that I devalue you, nigga.
Yeah, I was like, in my mind, I rolled my eyes in my head.
Okay.
I'm like, don't roll your eyes, Chris. Don't roll your eyes.
Right, because it was a couple of times you had to grab my arm.
Yeah, yeah, like, keep a poker face.
This ain't about us.
This is not about us.
Okay,
This is not us. But for sure, like, and it's funny, like, even as I struggle. I can't even make it make sense. Like, I didn't grow up with a dad. So I have ideas in my head that are so probably fantasy of how great, like I have created probably this man in my head that is, I don't even know if he exists or not, but I've made him so powerful.
Yeah.
Like he's so great. So the way where I put man in and of itself is already on this pedestal. Like I am submissive the way I am purely because it's my belief that you know what you're doing.
Right.
Like that you are supposed to be smarter than me.
Right.
You are supposed.
We hope that you are.
We would hope. I would hope that you are. We are supposed to protect. You are supposed to understand and like you're supposed to see layers of a thing that I don't even see. Like that's your job. So I have already given you that power. It's yours. Just like literally, it's just given to you. So to hear a black man say hey, come on. I don't.
Yeah, and I don't think that black men understand that it's not that we're coddling the gay man. We want the gay man to be happy and honest with whom he is, so that he don't come make babies with us.
Yeah.
Now, I need for you to not be on the down low. I need for you to be true to yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make sure that you feel comfortable with being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Because I don't have time for you to want to lay with me
and him.
and my brother.
Yeah.
Just because we look alike don't mean you can have both of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a big difference between a woman being able to accept a man where he is, because it's not my job in my mind to make you be something. Like, it's my job to move us forward as a unit.
Yeah.
But it's not my job. If I'm making more than you, that don't mean you don't have a responsibility now to be
you
great.
Still the provider.
You are still the provider. Like I'm confused on there isn't like, oh well now she don't expect me to do nothing.
Right.
The woman and took over and look at her making money. What she need me for? What?
I have had men tell me that I don't need a man. And I corrected them and I said, no, I don't need you as a man. I need a man. But maybe just not you.
Maybe just not you.
Because you don't get it.
Yeah. I'm not sure how a woman's success, because right now that's all I'm hearing. A woman being successful is what is stopping a man from being a man.
Right.
And if there's another argument, all men, you can please correct me, inbox me. Y'all, I'm open to the conversation, but I refuse to accept that my success means I don't care for you to be the man that I have deemed you to be.
Right.
There is no connect in the two. They don't cross over. I'm in my path. I'm in my lane. Your lane is your lane. Be great.
Right.
Like
right. The my strength makes us a powerhouse.
You would think, but funny, we will though in season 2 talk about the independent woman, because there are some. I'll be fair.
Yeah, because I have a term for her, but I'll save it for season 2.
Yeah, this independent woman. I be seeing some of these posts, and I be like, now I don't think because kind of go against being a black man, but there is this idea of the independent woman who I still don't think is
truly independent.
Is child.
But that's season 2. That's season 2.
When I hear
Sneak preview.
And I'm reading some of these comments on social media with these independent women, I just be like, okay, the representative is good. I like it. for sure.
And I don't like the representative.
Yeah, I'm not big on representatives at all, but I do have a thing about independent, the quote unquote independent woman.
I do too.
I am independent in the fact that I can physically make my own money.
Season two.
That's right. I'm just gonna say we do have a direct, and we might. It's gonna be one of the earlier ones. Like I want to talk about her because I got some problems with her. But in and of itself, the Black man is protected. I think women have no problem protecting Black men and want to. I will say, and it's something, me and James talked about in the gym recently, was this idea of I also shouldn't be scared of Black men.
Yeah.
So, and I'll give an example. I have a Black guy who comes and washes my car. He has a mobile car wash thing, and he comes to you and washes the car. So he comes to wash the car and he flirts. He'll say, I'm like, how much is it today? He was like, you was my wife, it wouldn't be nothing. Or he'll say boy, if I was just a few years younger, you would be my queen, and something. It's something. To me, it's mild. It's not inappropriate, I guess. But then again, it is, because right now we're in a professional environment, but somehow you have still sexualized me. But I don't correct. Typically, when men flirt, I just go about, okay, thanks, and I'll keep walking. I don't hear anything you saying. I happened to be on the phone with a guy, and he was like, why didn't you correct him? I don't know what he gonna do if I correct him. This might be the day. This the fifth woman to bothered his little ego, and he killed me. I have no desire, no interest to place myself in a position of a bruised Black man's ego, because I am literally seeing women dying, because they are being turned down, and your feelings are hurt. So I am very cautious, though. Also, I should feel safe, though, from a Black man. I shouldn't feel like even advances in my inbox, I'm never rude. I mean, ever. I'll turn you down in the nicest way I can, but I don't know crazy, but crazy is crazy. And again, right now there is this new breed of man that exists.
This newfangled nigga.
We're gonna talk about him too in the next season. But there is this new breed of man that is a little erratic, and
him sensitive.
They are very
sensitive, Stanley.
Very sensitive, and I'm a pass on hurting your feelings.
I don't want to be a bitch today.
Yeah, I'm cool. For real. How many? Come on. How is me turning you down? I'm a whole slut, whole bitch, and your mama stink.
Yep.
What? And today, really?
Yep.
I thought my mama took a bath, but okay, cool.
Nope,
how? And it gets extreme. It goes from names to shot.
Yeah. One of my college classmates had to bury his niece because she rejected a young man, and she just blew him off. He was trying to talk to her, and she just kept going, and I think they said she threw her hand up and he shot her in the back.
Yeah, I'm so conscious, really so conscious about how I deter or reject a man. And it shouldn't be that way. But at the same time, why do you have a need to always sexualize me at the same time?
Why do you feel entitled
that you have the right to, in any space, insert said penis into the space? How? Hence why I ended up telling y'all I had a little penis envy, because somehow with these penises, y'all think y'all can do everything with said penis, because it's powerful. Somehow this penis is really powerful, that you can do anything you want and say anything to me. I don't ever think I can walk up to a man or woman and be like, so about your broad shoulders, or your calf muscles hitting, and I was thinking, you should give me your number and see if you
Yep.
want to go home or however you say
You
it.
look strong enough for me to sit on your shoulders.
Yeah. I wonder, can you lift me and how many?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't walk up like I might have it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I have all the wrong thoughts of
Yeah,
girls
absolutely.
and boys.
Yeah,
in my
especially
head.
if he got on them gray jogging pants. Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
having some visuals going.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Or if he got on a pea coat and his scarf is tied the right way, he got on the hat.
Yeah, it's way in which man is beautiful.
Yes.
And it does not move me into that I get to do whatever I want.
Right.
But maybe if I had, you got a penis, I don't know. The rules change. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Give me one for one day.
Oh.
But you give me a penis for one day. It's on. When
Give me a tallywhacky.
You give me first. I'm going to go in circles with it. I want to make it. Yeah, I want to. I want to do that with it. I want to see how far I can pee.
Mm-hmm.
That's important too. Like I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like get like a good.
And then apparently,
see,
when they get in the car, they drag their balls across the seat.
Yeah.
I want to know if I can feel that.
I want maybe, and we're not gonna talk about the disrespect I'm gonna do to it. Because if
Mm-hmm.
I only have it for one day, I'm all in.
Yep.
I'm tapping everything.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, you don't break it.
Listen, I only got it for one day.
Okay, so it won't matter if I break it.
It don't matter what I do to it. What
Okay.
disease it get, I am all in.
Not what disease.
I am all in my one day. I am and then I'm gonna like probably buy some stocks and make some bold ass like corporate moves because that's what you do with a penis. Like they slap them around in boardrooms. I feel like I'm just it's gonna be disrespectful. You give me a penis. And then I gotta play with it. I want to see if I can masturbate with both hands.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Hopefully, it's big enough. Some people don't have two-handers.
What I did. Ooh.
You don't have two-handers. You can't get the Jill Scott.
Yeah, I just wanna.
Some of y'all got 2 fingers and a thumb.
Oh, I pray if I ever got a penis for one day, I had a really good one. Like I want a good one, like a big one,
with the vein across the top.
Yeah, I want to be disrespectful with mine. I can't be disrespectful with a penis if it's little. Like I want to slap it out. I want to be indecent and like throw it in people's inbox. I just want to. You get a penis and you get a penis and you get a penis. I'm just passing out penises. Like who want it? Like come here.
Okay.
Like it's gonna be like a line of like concubines. Like come on in. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Come on in. Thank you. Have a good day. Come on in. Thank you.
So you gonna take some Viagra? What's gonna keep you standing?
I don't know.
I
got one day. I'm assuming if I'm getting it for one day, the rules are mine.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's the only way it works. Is if I'm giving the penis, it does anything I want it to do.
Okay. Press the elevator button with it.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Nigga. Yes. I'm disrespectful. I'm so disrespectful with the penis. Anyway, so that was masculinity. I don't know how we detoured there. We talked love languages.
Yeah.
That was just last week.
Yeah, that was last week.
We really learned the difference kind of between how you give love and how you receive love.
It. Yeah, and apology languages as well.
About apology too. And kind of tied a lot of it all in, at least for both of us, into like our life, like kind of how it evolved. And I really wondered if other people's kind of evolved from like a childhood perspective.
Yeah, so those are all of our seasons.
Am I missing any?
I don't think so. I think that's everything.
I feel like I'm missing one. Let me. Y'all know I hate opening. So we had masculinity, sexuality. Oh, we had an episode that it's not me, it's you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Okay, yes.
And that when we talked about how when your mate just ain't good enough. And the example was, I had a person who was dating 2 people, and one of the people, like, we had A and B was like, let me dump A. I got it. Like,
I'm gonna be your everything.
Yeah, it's time for me to step up. I'm ready for the role. Let me do it all. And she had did it. She had gave him like the go ahead. Like instead of being with him, She gave it all. She had 2 men. She gave it all to the one. And then realized he couldn't hold all the eggs in her basket. And she was like, damn, now I'm short.
Right.
What happens next?
To do?
Do you go back and go, you know something? Is sorry. You're not good enough. I kind of needed Paul over here to hold these 6 eggs because your basket don't hold 12. Or do you accept and have to lose a couple of your eggs? Because mind you, you had it all. How do you go from having it all to only accept in part? But he wanted the role. So how you tell him, like, hey, sorry. Kind of like your penis. It's a little short. Oops. Oopsies.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe. Next time.
This is where you get off, sir.
So, yeah, that one really just kind of looked at and it's funny because earlier we was talking about Dion saying that he set the bar, that he was the bar, and this idea of downgrading, upgrading, like when you leave a mate, kind of like what's the expectation of what the next mate will be like? Like, are they good enough?
So even with that, I wonder, does he feel a certain way? Because he said that if the person he's dating, in his eyes, if the next person, if he has a relationship, they break up, and the person, his ex, goes to somebody that he deems as a downgrade, he gonna call in and check her. Like, yo, what you doing? Like, this ain't what you supposed to do. I uplifted you. I elevated you. You supposed to stay up here. Why you down here now? So I wonder how he would feel if her new dude was a super upgrade from him.
Oh.
What then? Like, you gonna hate on her?
I think you hate either way. I wonder if he gonna walk in the room. Is he? He hasn't yet. Okay. I do, but it's weird because I don't think about.
No.
So, and I'll take like my son's dad. When we ended, he's been in 2 relationships since us. The first girl he was with, I love her. I still to today call her my baby mama. Like, I thought she was great. She's not better than me. She's not worse than me. She was just a good woman. Like a really, really, really good woman. She brought so much to the table. She had her own aura and essence that just made her super great. So I liked her for him. I thought it was a lot of ways in which they really vibed. And being his friend, I learned it was a lot, and her friend, it was a lot of ways they didn't. And so when that relationship ended, I still kept her. Like, I love her. She's a good woman. He's now with a new woman, also, I mean, a great woman. I mean, Sita, if you listening, you know I love you, girl. Like, she's awesome. Like, again, like, and I always say, baby daddy, you pick like really good women. Like, how? You got like a treasure chest of them. Like, it's like good women. Like, and I say to him, don't mess this up. Like, she's everything. I don't think she's better than me. She's just phenomenal in her own right, and I respect her, and I hope she stick around. And if she need pointers, I got her because she can't leave us. Like, she in it, like she is. So I don't understand this idea of who sets a bar. Like, I'm great in my own right too, but I didn't set a bar. I'm not a bar. I'm me. I'm just Chris. And he went and got him a Sita.
My thing is just, I have exes that I'm cool with, and I want them to be happy. So as long as they're happy, that's all I care about. Now, if you're not happy, hey, yo, what you doing? Like then I might have something to say. But as long as they're
that's
happy,
for his
it's
well-being.
like,
It's not to compare, like,
it's not a comparison.
If who's good enough or not. Clearly this person the person you pick clearly is meeting whatever it is you deem you need for you. It's not my call to make. I think the only way, I take that back as I'm thinking about it, I feel like the only way I would step in on if if I really felt like I have a friend, take again my baby daddy, and I felt like somehow I saw him getting lost, or like
Okay.
losing himself, or things he's a massage therapist, and all of a sudden he don't massage no more, and he just sit at home playing a video game. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what's happening here?
Yeah, and see, that's a little different because he is the father of your child. So with him being the father of your
Yeah.
child, his happiness can kind of bleed down onto your
Absolutely.
child's happiness.
Absolutely.
Because I had a situation where I told my daughter's other parent, stop messing with her.
Mm-hmm.
That one's messy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whoever else you got going on, whatever. But this one right here,
exactly.
if she has to send you a message for me,
yeah,
she messy.
yeah, and that's what I mean. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I see she just not about like she's a downgrade, but I can see she's not good for you.
Right.
Like, now, what you do if you keep her, you keep her. I can't.
Right.
But if I'm your friend, if I feel
Mhm.
like we good enough like that, and be like, no, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Like, she seemed like she for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about settling down, but I know I just saw her
With everybody. She in these streets, bro.
So I think at that point I will step in. But again, it's not a downgrade or an upgrade. It's kind of a, if I care about you,
yeah, I want to see you happy.
I want to see you succeed and have somebody bringing you up. Like the last two women kept you focused, kept you going. And now all of a sudden you only playing video games.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening here, but I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's kind of when I would step in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's all of the episodes. I
yeah,
think
that sounds about.
I think we covered them all.
Mm-hmm.
Sexuality, we got orgasm. Oh, orgasm. That was good. Y'all should go back and watch Orgasm Frustration. That was really cool. So season 1 is over.
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
We did.
Yay. So season 2 is going to be different for sure. We have really in this season kind of brought you guys into the mix a lot. Really wanted to give you guys a voice and kind of make sure we was doing what you wanted. I'll still do that in some ways. It'll look a little different. We are moving more to a direct podcast kind of scenario, so it probably won't always air live because it will be more about audio than about the visual, as most podcasts are. We are trying to be on Apple, y'all, so we can't be on Apple and Spotify and all the other ones if we don't like really move us into the platform that we're trying to be in. And so that's one component, but it has a bunch of other cool stuff. Like we're gonna have like some intros and some
theme music,
some theme stuff, and some stuff. And the company in and of itself is taking a big change in direction. We've changed the name of the company, branded the company differently. It's all gonna roll out really soon. It's a photo shoot coming up. So the logo will be aired at that point, which is cool. I can't even say what it is, but it's super dope. So a lot of different branding and things is happening that will finish up in August, and then when we come back in September, so when school start back, we start back. I will still do behind the scenes. I'll try to go live if I can somehow, but there will be kind of a different kind of variation to how we go forward. But it sounds exciting. It's been cool. Like, I love it. I appreciate all of the feedback. I read every single comment.
Yeah.
All the time. Kenise and I look at every single comment and I take it all in. We talk about it. We process it. I think about how it can be different, how it can be better. Like, it is more for everyone than it is for me. But I really thank every single one of you for supporting us.
Tuning in and commenting and sharing and all of that.
Sharing, commenting, and all of those things have really been good for my spirit. I think life, especially in this COVID world and just life, there's a lot of things that can attack our spirits. Yeah. And this has been good for me. So I really appreciate it. I really love you. Kenise, thank you.
Love you too.
So yeah, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate everything. We are done for tonight.
Yeah.
Season 1 is done.
It's a wrap.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, I got you on my ears because I got to keep listening for the audio. So maybe I'll talk the shit out of this and keep it late.
She said she need 1 week with a penis.
Uh-huh.
So we-
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe, I mean, if I depends on my game, I gotta get a big
Oh, baby, when I want variety
See
dick
how that
sucking.
feel.
I want 2 bitches sucking my dick at the same time.
I want balls jiggling.
I want to
nice
slap my
happy
balls
happy.
on the head, pow.
Yeah. That's the first thing I want to do is this man.
Yeah, I want to slap
and
balls.
of course I want to go on some pussy. I just want to know how it feels.
It's one. I'm going to all the pussy.
And I'm
I
going
want
raw.
big pussy. But I tell you, I'm
going
coming.
raw.
Listen,
Look, she gonna get venereal disease.
I don't care. I only got it for one day.
For 1 day.
I only got the penis for one
You know what I'm
day.
saying?
I am all in with it. I am hitting.
As long as it don't
Big
come
thighs,
back with
little
you,
thighs.
You
Saying
turn
the
back
STD
to
Look.
a
don't just
woman.
stay in there, motherfucker. It get in your body. You
No,
still
see,
gonna have
as
the
long
fucking
as
STD.
No, it's in the
doesn't
penis.
Stay.
Yeah, it's in the
It
penis.
stays
You
in
gonna
the
stick with that?
penis.
It's in the
And I
penis.
get to return to
Yeah,
sender.
you return. When I give the penis back, I give back.
I mean, good.
It's
You might
used
wanna
up.
check this out.
You might not want to
Like, I,
share this with nobody else.
uh,
You might want to go ahead and don't recycle
they
this
say
one.
I wouldn't fucking with your nigga. I kind of need it.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
I am, baby.
Yeah, that's
Shit.
That's amazing. I don't get that.
Don't have me no penis. It's the reason I was made a
I'm
girl.
walking around naked.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh yeah.
Exactly.
It is a reason.
Look,
I
with my
was made a
hands on my
girl.
hips too.
I don't. I don't.
I kept it, man, this is a beautiful day. hey,
Yep.
look at today.
Yeah.
Everybody-
Guess I'll get the newspaper.
Yeah.
Walk out all the way in the middle of the street and
I'm
wave at the
telling
neighbors.
you.
Hey neighbor.
And I'm with you too. I gotta have a decent size. It gotta be big and decent. It gotta
Yeah.
it can't be no mean.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
I need somebody
playing
to
with it.
want my dick.
Yeah,
Right.
Cause
Can't pull
I'm
it down
slinging
and
it out.
like,
Mhm.
I am passing that bad boy out like it is, man.
Plug us to the party.
I'm trying to
Listen.
tell you.
Ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing.
I'm gonna take pictures of it.
And I'm just passing them out all the time.
sending
I'm
nudes.
just sending them out. You ain't gotta. I'm just sending you.
Start putting the dick away.
I'm here for it. When I tell you I'm here, hand me. Oh God knew not to make
I'm gonna go
me.
to the club and pull it out.
Mhm.
Hey!
Okay.
All you gonna do is throw me
Fucking
out.
in the bathroom.
That's all you gonna
That's
do.
all you gonna do is throw me out. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I got a whole listen. I don't got time to be here long anyway. I gotta make moves with my one little penis.
And I want my 24 hours to be past me.
Yeah.
Hey, 2/3 of the girls in this room got dicks while y'all talking.
You know what? I'm just from 5 to 5. I need a good day.
How you gonna say they got dicks?
They do.
She got the dick. Ask me which one I want.
What's this? Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't have any penises.
You don't have none?
None?
I have 2, but I don't.
2/3, like I said.
Wait a minute.
But
Stop it.
I don't use them. She has like hers are for straps.
Oh, your
So mine are just dildos and they're strapping penises.
What's the difference?
Oh, it's amazing.